First of all, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel. So this special data interpretation video are specially made for the students, those who are going for a CAT level exam, as well as students those who are going for a bank mains exam. So in those exams you can able to see a very difficult data interpretation. So in order to crack that, I will be posting these kinds of difficult data interpretation videos. So do not forget to watch all my videos, but remember one important thing: before watching this video you have to know this: the same data interpretation question what I am going to teach now is available as a test. So first visit my website or my mobile application. There in a quantitative aptitude session you can able to see at the last data interpretation bracket mains. So inside that, the same question what I am going to teach in this set available as a test. First write the test and check what is your score, whether you are getting 5 out of 5 or you can't able to understand the DA itself. So first write the test. After writing the test, come and watch this video for solution. Without writing a test, if you watch this video completely, 100% the video will be useless, no use. So first write the test and analyze what is the mistake that you have done, where you have done the mistake, and then watch this video, right? Definitely it will be helpful for the students, those who are going for CAT exams and bank mains exam. So let me move on to all the difficult data interpretation question on these types of videos. So friends, in this video number 19 on data interpretation mains level question, so here we are going to solve a question that is based on the concept of simple interest and compound interest. So I hope you have taken the test. So if you got a full mark in this DA, extremely good, because it's a little bit difficult, not little bit, it's difficult data interpretation. Only if you know the concept and only if you know the formulas, you can able to solve these kind of question, or else you can't able to solve it. Right. So before solving this simple interest, compound interest DA, so first you have to remember that whether you know all the formulas of simple interest and compound interest and all the concepts. If you watch my YouTube videos, what I taught on simple interest and compound interest, I have taught a question on solving a one question by 3 different methods. You can solve a question by a traditional method, a normal method without a formula, without percentage, nothing like that, normal finding, a compound interest and simple interest. And second is the percentage method. It will be a little bit shortcut method, and the last will be the formula method. So I always suggest you to go with 90% by a formula method. Why? Because always all the question can be solved only by a formula method. If the question is little bit easy and moderate level, you can go with traditional method or else percentage method. Right? So simple interest, compound interest, formulas are most important. So now first let me look at the chart. Right? What they have given is sorry, a person invested an amount in a different schemes. So totally A, B, C, D, E, there are 5 schemes, and a person invested a money in a 5 different scheme. So what they have given us ratio between the difference between the simple interest, compound interest for 3 years to 2 years. So when just see here, I can take only one value. So scheme A, right? So scheme A, the ratio between simple interest and the compound interest for 3 years and for 2 years, right? 3 years, 2 years, the ratio was given, which is 25:8. So this is for 3 years and this is for 2 years. Simple interest, compound interest for 3 years and simple interest, compound interest for 2 years. So how will you find the, because without knowing a principal value of scheme A, what he invested and what is the rate of interest and what is the simple interest amount, without knowing these 3 value, you can't able to solve this question. Why? Because by using this only ratio value, you can't able to solve it. Either we should know the principal, or we should know the rate of interest, or we should know the interest at least. But below the chart, they have given small note. In each scheme, the interest amount after 5 years of simple interest is 7,500. So in every scheme, right, this is a scheme A. So scheme B, scheme C, scheme D, in all the schemes, the simple interest after 5 years is 7,500. So this is the value they have given. They have given the interest and they have given the simple interest, compound interest ratio for 3 years to 2 years, 25:8. So now, in the simple interest, compound interest, we have a formula, right? What is the formula for I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry, friends, right? Okay. Okay. So what is the formula in simple interest, compound interest for 3 years and 2 years? We have a formula, right? Difference between simple interest and compound interest for 2 year. Difference between simple interest and compound interest for 3 year. You don't want to buy at it. It's very easy, right? For 2 year, the formula is, kindly do not buy at it. It's very simple. Just see PR square divided by 100 square. It is for square. It is for 2 year. If it is for 3 year, write the same formula PR square. Here we have written 100 square because of 2 year. Write 100 cube because of 3 year. Add one new value alone, 300 plus R. So friends, understood or not? So do not buy at the formula. It's very easy. PR square by 100 square for 2 year. So PR square bracket 300 plus R divided by 100 cube for 3 year. So now the ratio value what they have given us for 3 year and for 2 year is 25:8. We know 3 year ratio formula, that is PR square plus R divided by 2 year formula. PR square is equals to 25/8. So friends, understood or not? They have given the ratio value for 3 year is to 2 year. So 3 year, 2 year, 3 year formula divided by 2 year formula. So in the 3 year formula, we have divided by 100 cube, right? So now try to cancel it. PR square, PR square. So 100 square, we can cancel 100. So remaining value that we have 300 plus R divided by 100. 25 divided by 8. So now we can cancel it on, yes, we can cancel it on 4 table. 4 2s are 8. Cancel it on 4 table, 25, right? So that's it. We can't able to cancel anything. So 2 into 300 will be 600. So 600 plus 2R. So 2R is equals to 625. So 2R is equals to 625 minus 600 will be 25. R is equals to 12.5. So finally what we got here is R, rate of interest, which is 12.5%. So we got a rate of interest 12.5% per annum. And we know the simple interest value, which is 7,500 for 5 years. So for 1 year, it will be divided by 5, which is 1,500. So now what are all the values that we got is, simple interest for 1 year is 1,500. Rate of interest per annum is 12.5. Finding the principal is also easy, because knowing the rate of interest, knowing the interest, finding a principal is easy. So we can know that 100% will be the principal amount X. So 12.5 interest will be this much amount, which is 1,500. So cross multiply it, X is equal to 500 into 100 divided by 12.5. So X is equal to, so divided by 10. So 100 goes to the numerator, 0, 0, 0 into 100 divided by 125, right? So we can cancel it, 125, cancel it on 25 table. So this will be 5 times. Cancel it on 25 table, which will be 4 times. Again cancel it on 5 table. 5 3s are 15, 0, 0, 0. 4 3s are 12. So 12,000. So 12,000 is what? 12,000 is the principal amount. So from this data, right, from the given ratio value, what are all the things that we found only for scheme A? So we have calculated all the values for, it's not for all the scheme. It's only for scheme A, right? So scheme A, what we found is the principal. Principal is how much? 12,000. Rate of interest is how much? 12.5%. And then interest is how much? It was directly given in the question, but anyway, for 1 year, it is 1,500. So we got all the values. So now based upon this, finding a question that is based upon the chart is very easy. Why? Because whatever thing they are going to ask, we know the value, we know the principal, we know the interest, and we know the rate of interest. So everything we know, then solving a question is easy. So similarly, it's not completed. Similarly, we have to calculate for all the 5 schemes, because we have calculated the value for only for scheme A. So next step, you have to calculate the value for scheme B, scheme C, scheme D and scheme E, and then you have to frame a tabular column. After finding all the value, you have to solve the question, right? So definitely, students who gone for a mains exam, how difficult the DA will be. Surely it will be difficult like this, you have to solve. But I don't think so. You don't want to spend that much of time here, because in order to understand this, I have written all the formulas and I have cancelled it. But if you know the logic, then directly from this value you can write this step. And then once you find the rate of interest, finding the principal is also easy if you know the shortcuts, right? So what I can do is I can teach the second scheme also. Scheme B, how to calculate the value. I can show another one scheme, how to calculate the principal rate of interest. By using the interest, how to find all the values, right? So now let me move on to scheme B. So now we can go for scheme B, right? So scheme B, what is the ratio value they have given in a chart? Is 31:10. So similarly, this is for 3 year and this is for 2 year. So now what we need to do is, they have given a ratio and we already know the formula. So apply the formula, PR square 300 plus R divided by 100 cube. So totally divided by this 2 year formula, PR square divided by 100 square, and this for 3 year, 2 year, the ratio has been given, which is 31/10. So now we can cancel 100 square, 200 here, PR square. So the remaining value that we have is 300 plus R divided by 100 is equals to 31/10. Cancel it, right? So 10 times. So 10 into 31 will be 310. So R is equals to 310 minus 300. So R is equals to 10. So which means the rate of interest for the second scheme, that is scheme B, is 10%. So by using the rate of interest, and we know the interest also, because for 5 years the interest is 7,500. So for 1 year it will be 1,500. So 1 year the interest will be 1,500. And for 1 year, the rate of interest what we found is 10%. So now principal, so 100% is equals to X. We don't know the principal, but 10% for 1 year, which will be 1,500. So now X is equals to 100 into 1,500 divided by 10. So cancel it, 10 times. So X is equals to 15,000. So 15,000 is what? The principal amount. So the person invested a principal amount of 15,000 in the scheme B. So similarly, in the previous question, it's 12, right? 12,000 in scheme A. So similarly, now we have found the value fastly, right? So don't think that it's lengthy process. So once you understand the concept, solving a question is easy. So similarly, so we found the value for scheme A, now we found for scheme B. So similarly, what you guys have to do is, you need to find for scheme C, D and E, the principal value and rate of interest. So after finding all the 5 scheme value, then start solving the question based upon this chart. So friends, understood or not, right? So this is the way you have to solve the question. I don't think so the question which was under the chart is not that much difficult. I don't know whether 5 questions are there, 4 questions are there, but anyway, I didn't see all those questions. But definitely, if the chart is difficult, then solving a question will be easy. If the chart is easy, then solving a question will be difficult. This is the logic mostly you can able to see in the mains exam. So now let me move on to the question that is based upon this chart. So here is the first question. So I hope you have found all the values of scheme values, principal as well as rate of interest. So now based upon the value, we can solve the question. So here is the first question. So find the average interest received from scheme C and scheme D, respective rates of interest per annum for 2-year compound interest annually. So friends, what is our target is? Our target is to find the average, right? So find the average interest received from scheme C and scheme D. So we need to find the average, and you have to take the scheme rate of interest as per what we found. For scheme C, what is the principal amount that we found? According to the chart value, it's 10,000. So C, principal amount, what we found is 10,000. And similarly for scheme D, what we found the value is 7,500. So respective rate of interest, right? So for scheme C, what is the rate of interest that we found is 15%. And for scheme D, the rate of interest that we found is 20%. So now what we need to do is, we need to find for 2 years compounded annually, we need to find the average, or the amount that is received, the compound interest amount received. So first what we can do is, we can take scheme C, and we can able to find what is the total interest amount that was received. So now 10,000, we know this compound interest formula. So compound interest is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 power n minus of principal. It is your wish, right? I usually proceed solving a question by a formula. In case if you know the shortcut, you can use the shortcut, right? So now P will be how much? 10,000. So 10,000 will be the principal. 1 plus 15 by 100 power square minus of 10,000. So 10,000. So this will be 115 divided by 100, the whole square, minus of 10,000. So this will be like, okay, so 10,000. So we can cancel it on, I think we can cancel it on 5 table. When you cancel it on 5 table, 5 2s are 10, remaining will be 1, 15. So 5 3s are 15. So cancel it on 5 table, which will be 20 times. So this will be 23 into 23. So divided by 20 into 20. So minus of 10,000. So now what I can do is, either you can take 10,000 common here itself, it will be formula minus 1, you can make like that, or else you can solve it. So we can cancel 0 0 here, similarly cancel 0 0 here. So now 2 into 2 will be 4. So when you cancel 4, and this 100 can be cancelled it on 25 times. So 4 into 25 will be 100. So the values that we have here is 25 into 23 into 23. So minus of 10,000. So 23 into 23 into 25. Okay. 23, 9. Okay. So 12, 529, right? So 529 into 25. 9 5s are 45, remaining will be 4, 5 2s are 10, 9 2s are 18, 10, 18, 28. So 28 plus 4 will be 32, so remaining will be 3. So 5 5s are 25, so 2 into 2 will be 4, 25, 4, 29, 29, 3, 32, so remaining will be 3. So 5 into 2 will be 10, so 10 plus 3 will be 13. So 13,225 minus 10,000 will be 3,225. So finally what we found is the compound interest, right? So compound interest for 2 years, the answer will be 3225. So similarly what we need to do is, we need to find for the second scheme, that is for scheme D. So scheme D, similarly apply the compound interest. So P into 1 plus R by 100 power n minus of 1. So when understood or not, use this formula taking P common, or else use this formula. So we have to apply all the value, and we need to find what is the interest amount that we received for the scheme D, right? Yes, scheme D they have asked. So I don't know what is the answer, but the total required sum will be 6525, right? So I think this is the answer for it. 6525 will be the total amount which was received, and we need to find an average. So 6525 divided by 2. So when you divide this by 2, 6525 divided by 2, this will be the average answer for both the schemes. So when it's understood or not, only finding this value, mate, I hope you struggle to find it, but all the remaining things you can easily find out the value, right? Because once you find the compound interest and second scheme compound interest, and we need to find the average. So finding an average is very simple and easy. Just we have to add 2 compound interest value and divide by 2, because only 2 schemes we have. So divide by 2. That's it. So when this will be the answer for the first question. So next question, second question. So a person invested an amount in scheme B at the respective rate of interest for Y year in simple interest, and the total amount received is 24,000. So what they are saying is, a person invested an amount on scheme B at the respected rate of interest. So in scheme B, the value we found, the rate of interest is what? 10%. So 10% is the rate of interest we found on scheme B. So he invested an amount on scheme B, and finally for Y years, we don't know how many years he invested, but after some year he received a total amount of 24,000. So now what we need to find is, if he invests an amount in scheme D at the respective rate of interest for Y by 2 year of compound interest, find the total interest. See, what he is doing is, in the first data, what they have given in the question, according to the question, the first data, we have to find the value of y. Only then you can able to find the second data, right? Why? Because in second data, in scheme D, y by 2 years, he invested the money. So for that money, our target is to find what is the interest. So now, initially, what we can do is, we can find what is the value of y. So for finding it, what we can do here is, what they have told is the person invested a money in the simple interest. So what is the simple interest formula? So simple interest is equals to PTR by 100 or PNR by 100. So now, whether we know the principal? Yes, we know the principal. For scheme B, we found the principal, that is 15,000, right? So 15,000 is the principal that we found in the second chart value. So 15,000. And then T. So T will be the number of years. We don't know how many years he invested. So that's what they have taken it as Y. And the rate of interest. For second scheme B, we found the rate of interest, which is 10. So divided by 100. So now simple interest. So simple interest will be, principal is 15,000 and the total amount what he received is 24,000. So 24,000 minus 15,000 will be 9,000, right? Yes. So 9,000 is the amount that is the simple interest value, PTR, all the value they have given. So now we can find what is the value of Y. So which means how many years you have invested this money. So we can cancel 2 0 here, we can cancel 2 0. So similarly 1 2, so we can cancel 1 2 here. So 15 1, this will be 6 times, right? Yes. So finally we got the value y is equal to 6. So which means the number of years that he invested on scheme B. So after 6 years, he received an amount of 24,000. So now after finding the Y value, so now our target is to find the compound interest that was received on scheme D. So what they have said is Y by 2 years. So Y by 2 year, we found Y is equal to 6. So Y by 2. So Y by 2, which will be 3. So now we need to find the compound interest. So compound interest is equal to P into 100 power n minus of 1, right? So principal. On scheme D, what is the principal amount that we received on scheme D? Is 7,500. So 7,500 is the principal amount. So 7,500, 1 plus a rate of interest. On scheme D, rate of interest is 20. So 20 divided by 100 power n. Just now we found the power n will be minus of 1. So friends, understood or not? So 7,500 into, so this will be 120 divided by 100. So whole square minus of 1. So divided by 2, which will be 3, right? Sorry, 3. So we can cancel 0 0, cancel it on 2 table 5 times, cancel it on 2 table 6 times. So 7,500 into, so this will be 6 into 6 into 6 divided by 5 into 5 into 5 minus of 1. No other way, we can't able to cancel any value. So 5 5s are 25. So 25 into 5 will be 125. So here it is 7,500. So into divided by 125. So 6 cube. 6 6 are 36. 36 into 6 will be 216. So 216 minus of 125. So 7,500 into 216 minus 125. So this will be 1. So 11 to 9. Divided by 125. So now we can cancel it on 25 table. So when you cancel this on 25 table 5 times, cancel it on 25 table 300. So again cancel it on 5 table, 6 5s are 30, 60. So now we can cancel it 0. 6 into 1 will be 6, 9 6 are 54. So 5460. Let me check the answer. Yes, 5460 is the answer, right? So finally we got the compound interest, which is compounded annually, that is on Y by 2 years on scheme number D. So these are the values for scheme number D, right? So scheme number D 7,500, scheme number D where the rate of interest is 20, and this N that is came from the previous data where we found Y is equal to 6 on scheme number D while investing Y by 2. So Y by 2 will be 3. So after substituting all the value, we found the answer 5460. So 5460 will be the answer for this question. So I hope solving the remaining question will be very easy. So similar like this, initially the time taken to initial finding the value on the chart alone, it takes nearly 15 minutes of time, surely, right? Surely it might take 15 minutes of time, but if you are like strong on simple interest and compound interest, definitely it might not take 15 minutes, it takes only 9 to 10 minutes. So once you find the chart, solving a question is very simple. So I'm really sorry for this video because continuous cough, I can't able to control it while teaching, but anyway I will try to edit and uh, without any disturbance I try to make this video. So thank you so much for watching this video, and again I am saying, first kindly write the test. Before watching the video, you have to write the test. That should be your first goal, because without writing the test, just like that, I have seen many students, they pass the video and solve it. Kindly don't do it. You can't able to get the time management, right? You can, if you pass the video and if you start solving a question, yes you can solve, but time management will not come. So only while writing the test you can able to understand how you are managing the time and whether you know all the concepts and where you are making a mistake. So once you know all these things, if you are not getting an answer, come and watch this video. Only then you can able to solve a question in a proper way and you can able to clear the exam also. So do this, surely you can able to crack it, right? So friends, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you really like it, share this video to your friends, those who are preparing for the competitive exams. I'm really sorry for the cough on this video, right? So thank you so much for watching it. Bye.